Welcome back, Gangies. We are back once again. Another late night sesh for the books. Uh, yeah, interesting time. Interesting time to be alive. I think my computer isn't charging. Besides the point, though. Things have been going well. The grind is continuing. We're completing mediums at a pretty good rate. Nowhere near as fast as we were completing easies, but I'm not gonna lie. The challenge was definitely waning on the easies, so yeah. But that being the case, I have a new router coming. This router has a lot more parental controls. I'm hoping to pretty much lock down lock down my systems. I'm doing a pretty good job at it so far, but hoping to add more layers of security. Not even security. I'm pretty much both my parent and my child. So yeah, I feel like I oscillate between the two. And when I'm in parent mode, I'm gonna try and when I'm in parent mode, I'm gonna set my child up for success. When I'm a child, I kind of just do whatever I want. So interesting time to be alive, that's for certain. Funnily enough, I was actually reading something on Hacker News about a filtering system that could actually be pretty cool. There was a there was a post about filtering content on the web. I thought it'd be interesting. It seems like a lot of people actually came up with the same idea in the comments, but I think someone's comment first prompt or the post itself prompted it, but it was pretty much saying that we're pretty much lacking a whole bunch of tools to pretty much need a way to filter stuff through the web. You're browsing the web, seeing stuff about celebrities, you're seeing TikToks, you're seeing YouTube shorts, you're seeing this, you're seeing that, seeing comments. It's a mess. Sometimes you just want to get what you want to get done while keeping the ability to browse. Sometimes distractibility. You want the ability to pretty much see everything without the downside of potential distractibility. Enter LLMs. So it'd be pretty cool. Someone mentioned it'd be actually really cool if you could have a list of content on the web filtered through, let's just say I type into a prompt for like GPT or something, filter out or reword this comment into one of three categories. The person is saying I don't like this post. The other person is saying I like this post, and comments that are in between, just leave them as is, or rewrite them to be a neutral tone. So I think stuff like that is just so interesting. In a way, we could actually layer a new. It's kind of maybe it's also dystopian. Maybe you could actually call these rosy glass, and then the internet is just pretty much filtered through a less aggressive tone. But I kind of feel like the internet already lets us dissociate from reality pretty crazily. So maybe this would be like an even higher level. Imagine if we were all browsing the internet through this lens. That would actually be kind of dystopian. Maybe someone shouldn't make this. I actually don't know. Who knows? I would like the ability to filter content better, and I'm thinking that could probably be something that could be done. So, yeah, maybe we'll try making that tool. I was working on another project. I was working on another project 3 weeks ago. This project I was probably going to sell, but I was pretty much in the prototyping phase. Prototyped it. It's not a banger. Unfortunately, it requires hardware, and I was trying to pretty much eviscerate the hardware requirement with software. Turns out, for this particular idea, it's just not going to be possible. So that kind of sucks, to be honest. Yeah, that's kind of balls. But you win some, you lose some. It was fun to prototype it, though. It's interesting to use ChatGPT to help me do it. It's actually a pretty crazy tool. I actually can't even imagine time before ChatGPT. But yeah, so crazy time. I also thought it was funny if you use ChatGPT at all. There's a image cap or message cap. The cap used to be like 100 messages per 4 hours for the new 4 version. Now it's like 25 messages every 3 hours, which is pretty funny. It's literally more than 75% reduction. Pretty crazy. Demand is truly high. Every company and their mom's integrating this, as well as serving a ton of yeah, just crazy. Just absolutely crazy. That being the case, yeah, the battle for winning all this, battle for distractibility and all this stuff, man, really just trying to get to a space where we can actually make something without, bouncing all over the place. But maybe that is more of a question of chemistry or genetics than, I mean, who knows? I think we're bouncing around a lot, but I meant brain chemistry, but hard. Oh, that being the case, I don't think we have any comments today, and I've pretty much given up on playing music. I think we're just gonna do a standard 30-minute session as usual. How it goes? Kind of flame. Also not be. I don't know. I think recently the LC grind has kind of just been right recently. 30 minutes, right amount of time. The right amount of time. It is around like day 280 or something like that. Doesn't even feel like 280 days. Maybe I have no cognizant. Yeah, maybe capable of like, I don't know if this is a word, like not capable of, can't figure out the word. Maybe I'm not capable of cognitizing time or something like that, but it literally doesn't even feel like 280 days. In fact, I can't remember more than a handful of times that I've actually done LeetCode. But it says we did 280 days, so we're just gonna go with it. Yeah, be interested to see where we're at 365 days. We're making good speed on the mediums. Hopefully that continues. We haven't got any graph problems or BFS or stack, or we've gotten some stack problems. We pretty much haven't had a graph problem in so long though. That one's gonna be, I have no doubt we'll spend at least 3 weeks on the next graph problem, but that's probably good. But yeah. Maybe late time LeetCode is kind of a vibe. Additionally, I was thinking maybe daily LeetCode isn't the move. I think it's cool to upload a video every day, but I also realize there's not a ton of value here for prospective watchers. So maybe I should do one video a week that snips together all 7 videos. Plus, I could add in a bunch of nonsense. I'm wondering if that's the way. I also wonder if I stopped uploading every day. Oh, my streak would vary. Or pretty much, I wonder if I stopped posting every day, if it would stop. I would stop. So who knows? But yeah, I think we're just gonna jump straight into it. We had a question called find first and last position element in sorted array. We're gonna work. We already finished it, but we're gonna spend 30 minutes here. I'm gonna read the. I think we actually did solution modified binary search. I think doing passes or when passes version is kind of ghetto. I just go to the problem. So it looks like the next problem is valid Sudoku. Try that. We have this problem which is asked by Amazon, Apple, Parrot. So determine if a 9x9 Sudoku board is valid. 9x9. Nine by 9 by 3. Only the filled validated according to the rule. So it looks like there can be unfilled cells. Each row must contain the digits 1 to 9 without repetition. Column must contain the digits 9 without repetition. Column and rows without repetition. Each of the 9 3x3 subboxes of the grid must contain the digit 9 without repetition. Must contain the digits 1 through 9 without repetition. Makes sense. A Sudoku board partially filled could be valid. A Sudoku board which is partially filled could be valid. Sudoku board partially filled could be valid, not necessarily solvable. The filled cells need to be validated. I actually want to know that. Pretty much want to know that it doesn't break the rule, not that it fits the rule. Given a board here, no duplicate. Right. Yeah. I think this is valid. It looks like it has a dot if it's not filled. Seem too bad. Maybe I'm not. Maybe I'm missing. I want to check if it's valid. I'm thinking when we're going to want to be able to iterate using, we're going to want some sort of function that's going to be able to validate a sub box of 3x3. If we do that, we can write another function. Simply just takes a row and a target and checks if done in n squared time. So we pretty much iterate straight through it. First one would check sub boxes. Then second one would check the rows and the columns, right? So check a row. There's no, right, given this target 5. And we could column that pen. So I guess we can just do check create functions to check duplicate for row index, and we'll say create function duplicate for call given an index. Iterate over board for each check no duplicate. So if we have a dupe, if dupe for row for call, right, will return false, right? We'll do for each 3x3 cube. Duplicate in 3x3 return false. This seems like it should work. We need to create function to check for a duplicate for row, give an index, and for each IDX all this. And so we can say for row equals 0, row is less than for dot length row plus plus. And then from here we can just say call, make sure screen good. We'll say has row dupe, right? Pass in word sub row, which is a thinking about it now. Yeah, now I'm thinking this would just be linear time. We could just iterate over all the rows. And I wonder if the board, yeah, the board is by n. So we'll just say has call dupe oh, we don't actually. So a function so we'll default to false. We're gonna have an array of values. Pretty much just gonna check that there's we'll use a set of type string, and we'll just say for const s of r, right, if set has s, right, return false. Else we'll do set dot add s. I mean return true. If it already had it, we'll return true. Right? Most importantly, want to make sure we skip s is equal to a period. We'll just skip it. Then we can do has call dupe. We're actually going to pass in the whole board here. We're going to say row, which is a number, and call, which is going to be a number, and then we'll return a boolean. We just want to iterate over the column that we need to know what row we're at. That being the case, we can just pass in row to match. When we are at 0, we'll do 0, 0, and we're at 1. Oh no, we'll just always do maybe we'll just only pass in the column. Will act as the row. Now that I'm thinking about it, you could no. I think I'm trying to optimize while I'm writing. Write first. As call do 0. Right, we'll say set is equal to a new set of type string. We'll know car is equal to board sub row sub call, which is going to stay the same the whole time. We'll say if car equals dot continue. Right, else if though set has car, we should return true. Else if set doesn't have car, it should just add it. Any sense to start? At least example 1. And I'm just gonna test case real quick. Got a 5 here. We should get false. It's just back to 3. I'm gonna change this to 5. Get false. Oh, I'll change this back. Then we just need to check the 3x3 grid. That row is equal board plus row plus plus. Alright, we're gonna do row plus equal 3. You can actually create a separate function called validate We'll call it validate 3 by 3. It'll pass it the board and a start row and a start column. Return a boolean. Right. Checks 3 by 3 grids. We'll just say yeah. I have a row start and a call start. So let row equal row start. Row is less than board.length. Row. Oh no, row should be less than row start plus 3. Row plus equal 3. And we'll have something similar column, I think. Increase this by 1 now that I'm thinking about it. Should iterate over this 3 by 3 block, and we used the same method before with the set of string. And we'll say const cars 2 boards of rows. If set dot has car, right, they return false. Else if set dot, actually we can just say else set dot add. Yeah. Now we just need to pretty much write a loop that's gonna pretty much go from this 5 to this next cube, Hop in. I think we're gonna want to have, actually it's the same because the board is for some reason this last part is confused. I want to start from here. Row sub 0 sub call sub 1. All right, row sub 0 sub call plus 3. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I think this is what we're looking for. I think I got confused. Valid. Yeah, or if the grid is not valid, will return false. Wow. Okay, that works. Yeah, something about the logic for this one was just a little bit confusing. Pumping it out was a little. Could the code be better? I think we broke it down into some functions. Had nice little ultimate. Check every row and column. Check every one column with has reduced has called. Yeah, I think we do the whole array one is the whole. That would be. Then we have quadruple 9 look 9 position. We'll take this one. About 5 minutes left, but I think that's a good enough place to stop.